Hi, friends. It's your buddy Matt, the global ergonomist and ergo coach. Welcome to another strong Qigong. Well, it's a little foggy and soggy outside the cottage on the Intracoastal Waterway, outside of my beautiful hometown in St. Augustine, Florida. So we brought it inside today, but it was still a good class. As always, we started with our 3 visualizations. One of the main ones, of course, is sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath, where we know the key to taking a deep breath isn't how much we draw in. The key to taking a deep breath is how much we blow out at the bottom of every breath cycle. After that, we enjoyed cleansing the inner body. It's a classic Qigong meditation. From there, cleansing the inner body, which is where we enjoy the inner galaxy glowing, we go into glowing embers, and that is blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the heart, the mind, and the body. These are not merely meditations that are cute. They actually help us connect the mind with the body. From there, we went into our routine, and our routine today consisted of wax on, that is a silk reeling exercises that crosses the center line. We did it one-handed, and then we did it two-handed. And then from there, we went into a very natural move known as playing peepaw, the ancient Asian lute. From playing peepaw, we went back to wax on with 2 hands in the horse riding stance to challenge our strength. And then finally, we wound up with another natural move known as the rooster stands on one leg. All of these work well with the wax-on movement. So I hope you enjoy this class. I hope you'll continue to come back again and again and join our growing YouTube community. And as always, don't forget to hit the like button and the notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share, because we love having you here again and again for strong Qigong. And as always, we start with our 3 visualizations. The first one is very warmly received, something that's very close to my heart, and I hope it's beneficial to you, and that's sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath. So as always, utilizing the benefit of our automatic nervous system. We've got 2 branches, fight or flight, rest or digest. We want to tip towards rest or digest. So the first thing we do is we basically imitate the breath of the parasympathetic rest or digest branch of the autonomic nervous system. And that breathing pattern is simply long, slow, deep, silent breaths. They're deep, they're slow, they're quiet, they're even. And we breathe in that manner to get started. Once we get that pattern started, we go a little deeper, a little sharper, and that is respiratory sinus arrhythmia, as the Neuroscience calls it now. And what that is we focus on every breath cycle. We have an inhale, we have an exhale. Our job is extending the exhale. So at the bottom of every breath cycle, where we feel we're out of breath, we have reserve capacity in the lower lobes of the lungs, and we have 2 ribs that are free from our rib cage. We call the floating rib. When you get to the bottom of your breath cycle, squeeze a little more air out, and you'll notice the following inhale is deeper. So as we always say in strong Qigong, the key to taking a deep breath isn't how much we draw in. The key to taking a deep breath is how much we puff out at the bottom of every breath cycle. So start to focus on that. Extend your exhale. And as you do so, you'll notice the next inhale through the nose is much deeper. And we always exhale through the mouth. It's a martial arts technique. We blow through a straw. That controls the exhale so we can make it longer and longer and longer. So breathe in that manner, and if you will, join me in this lovely visualization we call sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath. You might invite your eyes to close for full power of your visualization. You imagine with every inhale that you've been entrusted with an ancient heirloom samurai sword, a samurai katana as it's called. And as entrusted, handed down from generations, your job is to polish it and to sharpen it and to keep it in its original form. And we do that with our breath. With every inhale, we draw the blade on one side across the sharpening stone. When we get to the end of our inhale, we flip the blade and we push it from us with our exhale, away from us on the sharpening stone. When we get to the end of the exhale, we flip the blade and we pull it towards us with every inhale, flip the blade, push it from you with every exhale. That samurai sword represents your mind, and the stone represents your breath. So we call this sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath. Now, as you use that visualization, start to focus on the end of the exhale and the end of the inhale when you flip the blade. That gets your ventral tegmental area and other areas deep within the brain to sprinkle some dopamine on your prefrontal cortex. And this is a great way to sharpen your mind. Dopamine is the pursuit molecule, not the goal molecule, or actually goal is a good way of describing it, but it's not the reward molecule, it's the pursuit molecule. And that's what you're doing, is you're sharpening your focus on the flipping of the blade. So every time you turn the blade over, go from out-breath to in-breath, and turn it again from in-breath to out-breath, use that visualization. It's a great tool you can use anywhere. And after a few more breaths in this manner, when you feel ready, when you feel comfortable, invite your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open as a butterfly might leave a flower. We'll go right into our warm-ups now, from the top of the kinetic chain to the bottom. We always begin with yoga neck roll. This calibrates our interoception and our proprioception, our position sense and our body sense. So we take a deep breath in and our head floats like that balloon. As we exhale, we purse our lips and drop the chin to the chest. When we inhale again, we inhale and sweep one ear past one shoulder. As we exhale, pursed lips across the chest, inhale opposite ear past opposite shoulder. Exhaling across the chest, inhaling ear past shoulder. You're using those pursed lips and you're using that breath cycle to calibrate your interoception with your proprioception. It's a beautiful method, gets your inner ear and those semicircular canals on all three dimensions, rolling little stones around called otoliths. They're moving in concert with the rise and fall of your diaphragm. So what a great technique to get started and get everything kind of moving in calibration, everything moving in synchronization. And on your next exhale, when you feel comfortable, you can invite your chin to drop, then inhale back upright. As we work into the upper respiratory sinus, we know and love this one. We loop the shoulder blades forward and upward with every inhale. We bring them around backward and squeeze them downward and backward with every exhale, and continue to breathe in this manner. Beautifully done. Looping forward and upward with every inhale, squeezing downward and backward with every exhale. And with this movement, we begin to work down our upper extremities. When you drop those shoulders again, cross wrists with gentle fists, and begin to loop your elbows in the same breath. Like so, inhaling, big elbow loops, beautifully done, exhaling, and continuing this manner. Well done. Now, to open up the chest even more in the respiratory sinus, the next time your hands drop, open your palms upwards and get your arms involved. Big inhales, exhale down, in through the nose, out from the mouth. And like me, if your knees just seem to naturally float and melt with your breath and your hands, invite them to do so. Beautifully done. And after a few more of these, just cross the wrists with gentle fists and go back to a few more of those elbow loops. Well done. And then to wrap up this portion, you can simply go back to your shoulder rolls, looping forward with every inhale, squeezing downward with every exhale. Well done. Now we'll work our way down the respiratory sinus into the rib cage region. The next time your shoulders drop, relax them. Turn your eyes towards one side and palm and follow it behind you, scooping and tossing from side to side. And invite your body to rock and to turn. Beautifully done. This is silk reeling. We call this windmills. And just as before, you begin to work your way up your upper extremities from palms up. And following behind you, you can make gentle fists and start to throw the elbows into loops. One side and then the other. And invite yourself to turn your trunk and shift your weight. Beautifully done. And then roll into your shoulder girdles. Big looping shoulder girdle rolls. Well done. Notice we've got the rhythm going. Turning trunk, shifting weight. We can drop right into the ragdoll. So the next time you shift weight, simply begin to turn the trunk and let your arms flail freely. This is the ragdoll, a classic warm-up in Tai Chi and Qigong. And after you've ragdolled for a little while, you can go right into pellet drums. So begin to slap or tap the top of your opposite shoulder. Let the back of the following hand tap the hip, or anywhere around it winds up is fine. Now after you've tapped or slapped the top of your shoulder, you can drop to the top of your chest, up around your collarbone, and invite yourself to slap or tap up around the top of the chest. And then from there, when you feel ready, drop to the bottom of the rib cage. Find those floating ribs. And let yourself tap or slap there as the pellet drum winds up down by the hips. You can let your hand slap or tap the hip. Well done. We're ready now to let our hands drift to our hips and begin those big hula hoop loops. We like to call stirring the bowl in strong Qigong. The hula hoop loops, getting the whole lower body warmed up. Whichever direction you chose is fine. Simply pause and begin to unwind what you've wound. Loop in the opposite direction. We always strive to balance east and west, yin and yang, and unwind what we've wound. Well done. Now, invite yourself to settle into the middle as we work into the upper thighs, the lumbo-pelvic hip complex. Step out a little wider. Drop down to where you can just bounce comfortably a little bit. This is Mabu, the horse riding stance, like an old Western for the Great Bear Swing. We take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we turn our shoulders, drop down. As we inhale, we turn our shoulders, rise and pause. And exhale, turn shoulders, drop down. Inhale, rise and pause from side to side. You can rest your hands on your thighs, anywhere comfortable. Controlling, breathing deeply, following the breath upward and following it downward. Well done. On your next exhale, pause at the bottom, remain in horse stance, bring your trunk upright, and begin to shift weight on a figure 8. Rock your little boat on your moonlit night, on your placid Lake Junaluska up there in the mountains, or down here on the Intracoastal Waterway in North Florida. Notice we strive to keep our trunk upright. And every time we change direction, we round the corner. This is an important form in Tai Chi and Qigong. And this is just a great warm-up to do anytime, just to get comfortable with this type of movement. It's almost like dance. On your next return, settle back into the middle, and before you leave horse stance, turn towards one foot and raise the toe, then turn towards the other foot and raise the toe. This is just a classic warm-up you'll see in the ancient Asian martial arts. Kind of gets the lower leg involved as well, gets those pretibial muscles we call warmed up and started. And then you can settle back into the middle, bring your feet back into that center stance, about shoulder width, tip to one side, raise the heel, loop the knee. When you loop the knee, your ankle and foot follow along. After you've gone in one direction, pause and unwind. Opposite direction. Always where we like to start. Then, settle onto that leg, raise the opposite heel, loop. After a few loops in one direction, unwind what you've wound. Well done. We're almost done. We settle in. We're head to toe warmed up except for the wrist, hands, and forearm. Remember, in strong Qigong, we always pay attention to our Laogong points. That's where our middle fingers meet our palms. They're energy centers. And a lot of times we do things where we're holding an invisible ball. And those Laogong points need to be facing each other. Here, we go into our next visualization, cleansing the inner body, an ancient meditation, guided meditation in Qigong. We exhale the palms down, and then we inhale the palms up. We breathe between two energy centers, the lower dantian, inhale up to the middle dantian, breathing between the heart center and the body center. And if you can do so comfortably with eyes closed once again, that helps use the power, the full power of your own visualization, imagination, concentration, and meditation. In this classic visualization, we inhale and the palms rise, and we imagine a glowing golden mist forming in the core of the earth. And as we inhale, it rises through the soles of the feet, through the trillions of cells of the inner body we call our inner galaxy. When we exhale, that glowing golden mist pauses, forms a cloud in our upper dantian, our visualization center, the mind's eye center. And that glowing cloud forms a glowing rain, and that glowing rain washes down those trillions of cells, that inner galaxy, through the soles of the feet and back into the earth. So what you're doing is breathing into and out from the earth. With every inhale, the palms rise and the glowing golden mist rises. With every exhale, the palms fall and that glowing golden rain washes down those trillions of cells, your inner galaxy, filling it in bright light. Beautifully done. Now, the next time your hands rise, invite them to pause at heart height in a hugging stance we know lovingly as stand like tree. This is where we take inventory of our alignment. So with long neck and light head floating upward, our heavy shoulders and our heavy tail melt downward. Now, between them, as they stretch in each direction, the spine gently stretches. This is known as the string of pearls with every breath, as it's listed in the ancient Asian literature. While we breathe in this manner, letting our spine gently stretch, our hands hover as if we're tenderly hugging a long-lost loved one. Our feet are parallel in a firm-rooted stance like a mighty oak on a mountaintop. And our three energy centers rest peacefully on one another, as if we carefully, lovingly selected, gathered, balanced, and stacked three smooth river rocks on life's river's edge. We breathe slowly and deeply. And as we do, with soft knees and soft belly, soft breath and soft gaze, best of all, eyes closed, we see the echoes of our warm-ups and feel it course through us, from the yoga neck roll through those shoulder rolls, from stirring the bowl through shifting weight on a figure eight. You see and feel all of it in our mind's eye, in our heart center, and in our body. Now our hands begin a slow journey downward until our thumbs cross over our belly button. Our folded fingers rest just below in the area known lovingly in the ancient Asian literature as the string of pearls and the lower dantian. As we blow on the embers, through closed eyes and pursed lips, we delight in the growing, glowing light as the embers respond. We draw that glowing, growing light through our inner body, and we begin to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the heart, filling that inner galaxy with every extended exhale, drawing it upward until it spills beyond our inner galaxy and bathes the space between us with light, warm, silken, golden chi energy. May your body be strong. May your heart be calm. And if your eyes are closed, enjoy it a moment longer as your hands slowly melt to your side, only inviting your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open when you feel ready, just as a butterfly might weave a flower. Welcome back. We're now ready to begin. We step into the center of our little boat. The hand on this side of your room or screen makes a fist that floats before the heart. The hand on this side covers it, and together we take a deep breath in and straighten, and we slowly exhale and bow in a gesture of mutual respect. As we inhale ourselves back upright in gratitude for this tradition, when we exhale, our hands melt down. When we inhale again, we inhale up overhead until our fingers are an inch apart. We slowly exhale down our center line. This is centering the chi where we begin and end. We do one more in the manner of the Shaolin. We inhale up, bringing our palms together. We exhale down to the heart center, that middle dantian. When we inhale, elbows rise and wrists straighten as the Shaolin do. We exhale down. We do this in deference to them. Now, we step out into our little boat. We unlock our knees, and when we inhale again, we inhale those hands up an inch apart. We exhale down our center line, and we allow our knees and hands to float in concert with our breath. So knees and hands rise and fall as we inhale, floating upward, as we exhale, melting downward. Beautifully done. When your hands drop again, invite them to pause down at your lap, and then inhale them up, extended in front of you to heart height, and then exhale back down. Continue to breathe in this manner. Knees and hands float. Knees and hands melt. This is known as opening the door in Tai Chi, and you'll see it at the very beginning of formal Tai Chi and Qigong routines. Well done. The next time your hands rise, spread them wide. Beautifully done. The hand on this side of your screen floats past your field of vision. The other hand can rest on the hip, and you watch the hand cross your field of vision. And notice your shift in weight. Notice your turn in trunk. This is a form of single-handed silk reeling. Beautifully done. If you want to calibrate your breath, just inhale as it crosses your center line and exhale out to the side. Beautifully done. Remember that shifting weight on a figure eight? If you feel like you can get that little swivel in your hip, focus on that. Beautifully done. Now, the next time you return, allow that hand to find its hip. And we'll continue to rock back and forth like so, shifting weight on a figure eight. When you're ready, engage the other hand. Simply cross your center line. Beautifully done. Single hand, wax on as we call it, silk reeling. The wax on movement leads with the hand. Beautifully done. Now, when you feel comfortable doing so, on your return, engage that first hand. So now you start to wax on in both directions. The hand crosses your field of vision on each side. Wax on, we like to call it, in deference to the old Karate Kid movie. Beautifully done. Notice your shift in weight. Notice your turn in trunk. Well done. This is classic silk reeling. Beautifully done. Now in a moment, we're going to go into a movement we do a lot called playing peepaw. We're going to play peepaw to one side. We'll choose this side. And what we'll do is we'll count ourselves down before we go into play peepaw. So, 3, we'll follow our turn in trunk. 2, we'll follow our shift in weight. 1, we'll ready ourselves and bring that hand and foot in front of you, heel down, toe up, play peepaw. Beautifully done. That's this pose. When you're ready, step back and resume your silk reeling. Wax on. Well done. Now we'll do the same to the other side. We always balance east and west, and yin and yang. So we'll count down again. And 3, we'll follow our turn. And 2, we'll follow our shift. And 1, we'll ready ourselves and play peepaw to the other side. Boom. Beautifully done. And when you're comfortable, return to your silk reel, just as before. Well done. Now, to give us a little bit of challenge, a little bit of exercise, the next time we go to this first side, we'll step out into horse stance and just do some of this wax on with 2 hands in horse stance. So as before, we'll count ourselves down to keep us in rhythm. 3, we'll follow our turn. 2, we'll follow our shift. 1, we'll ready ourselves and step out into horse stance and continue your silk reel. Notice how much more freedom you have in your movement when you horse stand. And if you feel like you can put that little swivel into the hips, rounding the corner each time you change direction, do so. Feel the full power. We'll use the same countdown to return to our center stance. So just as before, we'll count it down. 3, we'll follow our turn. 2, we'll follow our shift. 1, we'll ready ourselves and return to your center stance. Continue your silk reel. Well done. We'll finish up with a single leg stance. And that one is rooster stands on one leg. We'll go from one side, we'll silk reel, and we'll go to the other side. So in a moment, we'll count ourselves down as before. So 3, we'll follow our turn. 2, we'll follow our shift. 1, we'll ready ourselves and into rooster stands on one leg, like so. And when you're ready, return to your silk reel. Follow your turn. Beautifully done. Follow your shift. Ready yourself for the other side and rooster stands on one leg. And then resume your silk reel. Beautifully done. So that's just a little bit of silk reeling exercise we do today. Noticing turn and trunk, noticing shift in weight. It's that body movement that burns so much more calories than just the hand. Not that that's what we're after, but it's an added benefit. Finally, when you feel ready, simply return to your center, drop your hands, and sink your chi. Inhale and rise, exhale and fall. Continue. Well done. The next time your hands drop, invite them to pause at the bottom and return to open the door. Inhale in front of you. Exhale down. Do a few more breaths in this manner. When you're ready, the next time your hands rise, spread them wide, find your alignment, and stand like tree. With long neck and light head floating upward, our heavy shoulders and heavy tail melt downward. Between them, our spine gently stretches with every breath in the string of pearls as they pull in both directions. The hands hover as if we're tenderly hugging that long-lost loved one. The feet are parallel in that firm, rooted stance like a mighty oak. And with soft knees and soft belly, soft breath and soft gaze, or best of all, eyes closed, we feel the echoes of the chi we stirred. One-handed silk reeling, wax on. Two-handed silk reeling, wax on. One-handed playing pee-pop, and then into wax on in the horse stance, and we finished up with the rooster stands on one leg. We see and feel the movements as they course through us. And as we do so, our hands begin the final journey downward. The thumbs cross over the belly button, the folded fingers resting below on the cauldron of the body. We resume blowing on the cauldron of the heart, the cauldron of the body. As we do so, we delight in the glowing, growing, golden light as we fill the inner galaxy. We draw the light upward, and we begin to blow on the cauldron of the mind, the upper dantian, the home of our own personal visualization, imagination, concentration, and meditation. We blow on the embers of all three cauldrons, filling the inner galaxy with the brightest light yet. It spills beyond the inner galaxy. It bathes the space between us. It spills beyond the space between us. It bathes the world around us. It spills beyond the world around us, and it bathes life itself with that golden, light, warm, silken chi energy. May your body stay strong. May your heart stay calm. May your mind stay sharp. And may your spirit stay free. Idao, Shidao, which means where mind goes, chi follows. Where intention goes, our energy flows. So choose wisely, choose carefully, choose peacefully. Well done. And if eyes are closed, let them remain closed a moment longer as your hands melt to your side, only inviting your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open as a butterfly might leave a flower. Welcome back. We finish up by stepping back into our little boat. And slowly and deliberately inhaling our hands up till they're an inch apart, just as slowly, just as deliberately exhaling down our center line, centering the chi one final time as promised. So the hand on this side of your room or screen can make the fist. The hand on this side can cover it. Together we take a deep breath in and straighten. We slowly exhale and bow, and you give yourself a much deserved, much earned round of applause for being the light you made in the world today. Thank you.